Welcome back. A first in the nation's history. Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, has been voted out. We go unfiltered tonight with former Indiana Democratic Party Chair Kip Tew and attorney and conservative radio talk show host Abdul Hakim Shabazz. Good to see you both. Abdul, were you surprised by this?
Surprised, no. Shocked, yes, somewhat. We knew back in January the fact that Kevin McCarthy was having so many issues, took 15 rounds of votes, shows that the play had already been set. And so what happened today, over the past couple of days, doesn't surprise me at all. Like I said, somewhat shocked that it went through today, but not really surprised at all.
Okay. Kip, your reaction to what took place this afternoon?
Well, it's chaos. It's the first time in history we've had a speaker voted out, and with a couple hundred days in, it's it just shows that there is a real big problem inside the Republican Party in the United States of America.
And Kip, now we just got news a little while ago that McCarthy does not plan to run again for the speaker role. Are you surprised by that?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, but I mean, he doesn't have the votes, so I guess it's the best thing to do for the caucus. The question, I've been saying for a while, you can't beat somebody with nobody, but Matt Gaetz proved me wrong today. He did beat somebody with nobody, and now we'll see who's going to try to step up and run that chaotic caucus. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the guy to have to figure out what Lauren Boebert's thinking on a daily basis, or Marjorie Taylor Greene. Those folks are, really hard to deal with.
Abdul, I'll let you respond to that. And how and why did this all come about?
Like I said, I think it came about in part because of the whole debate over the debt ceiling and raising the roof of the debt ceiling, and also preventing the government shutdown. I think that's sort of what sort of got things off to the start that they did. But I agree with Kip, and this is really weird. The fact that no one who wants the job. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that basically be out of a job because of 5 ungrateful individuals, or 6 or 7 ungrateful individuals, is completely ridiculous. So good luck figuring out who wants that job, because I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, and the Indiana delegation of Republicans voted no. Kip.
Yeah, except Victoria Sparks kind of tried to have it both ways. There was an earlier motion to table it, and she voted not to table it, and then she voted against it. So she's inconsistent. I don't know who she's trying to please or who she's trying to tick off, but she's very inconsistent, and it doesn't make very much sense.
Abdul, to the politics of it all, this doesn't look good for the Republican Party, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's basically it's a party of chaos right now, particularly on the House side of things. And I don't see how this helps in the long run. For most people, most regular people outside of our political bubble may not necessarily care. Like, well, what do I care who's speaker? Well, if this drags on and on and on, we're going to have some major issues, some major problems in this country, particularly in 45 days, because that's when they extended the government shutdown date for 45 days and no speaker. Like I said, good luck with this one, guys. You're going to need it.
So let's not get too far into the weeds here, guys. But Kip, explain to maybe folks at home who aren't aware of what the job is of the speaker.
Well, they're in charge of half of the United States Congress, and they're there to try to make sure that the legislative branch runs, and they run somewhat smoothly. And, for Kevin McCarthy, it was herding cats, and he was unable to continue to herd them. It's another indication of the chaos in the Republican Party. We have the leader of the Republican Party in a lawsuit today, where he had, was told to gag himself from attacking the judicial officers, and he's under 4 indictments. And then we have them throwing out their own Speaker of the House. I mean, it's utter chaos. They don't know how to govern. They can't govern. They've got a coalition they can't keep together, and they shouldn't be allowed to govern because they've shown they can't.
Abdul, where do we go from here? What's next?
Well, there are 4 or 5 people right now who could become speaker, and this is really important, too, to keep this job filled, because after the vice president, the speaker is next in line to become president if something should happen to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So we can't just sit there in perpetuity let this seat go vacant for weeks and weeks and weeks. My thing is they'll probably get around a consensus candidate, a caretaker candidate, and then maybe start the whole thing over come 2024, maybe.
Okay, well, we will be watching. Abdul Hakim Shabazz, Kip Tew, always good to see you both. Thank you for joining us for Unfiltered tonight. Thank you.
Always good to be here.
Glad to be here. Good to see you, Abdul.
You too, Kip.